And welcome another exciting, there we go, and welcome to another exciting Neville Goddard television periscope slash thing. So, there's a setting that I can set. Okay, we found out why that I can't see all these comments. Boy, we're getting comments today, cool. So there's some changes that we can do to see who's joining and what's going on, and I think I may have got it right today. We'll find out. So welcome to our Neville Goddard Periscope. My name is Mr. 2020. Today's special guest is Emmett. He's walking around here. Victoria's behind the scenes today, and we're going to have lots of fun. By the way, if you like what we do, hit a bunch of hearts. I don't know how you do that, but just do something. So feel free to ask a question, so on and so forth. So let's dive in. Separation is what keeps you from having what you want, right? Think about it. All anxiety is separation anxiety, and all anxiety comes from feeling small and separate, and feeling that you might be separated from, or that you are separated from your husband, your wife, your money, your dog, your cat, your potential. You get it? So what we want to do is we want to, we want to stop creating separation. It's that simple. You see, we were raised in a culture where, we're taught that we're small and we're separate from each other. We're small compared to the government. We're small compared to God. We're small compared to just about everything and everyone. And every great mystic says the same thing. We're one with God. Okay? So, but by the way, don't walk around asserting that. Okay? I'm one with God. I want you to notice what you are as consciousness. You're not your body. You're the spark behind the eyes. You're what animates the meat suit. The Native Americans talked about this thing called the spirit that moves within all things. That's you. Okay? You're one with that. So start noticing it. And if you start, hello from France, if you start noticing that, everything changes. So Neville teaches to notice that you already have and you already are what you've been wanting. In other words, it all begins with desire. You know what I want? I want Emmett to stop licking that. Okay, so we're going to take that away. And it all ends with an assumption. Okay? Assumption is feeling it real now. Assumption is not holding on to separateness. So I'm going to talk about a way that we do this in Manifesting Mastery, because this is really good. Here's lesson one, essentially. I'm watching this young guy walk up to these two girls. The guy obviously is sweet on one of them. And so this young fellow's walking up to these two girls. The two girls turn and they giggle to each other. And the guy turns around and walks away dejected. Now, the question that I always ask is, what did he respond to? And almost invariably people say, oh, the girl's giggling, rejection, something like that. What he responded to was the meaning that he attached to it. In other words, the girls did giggle, right? But he created something else, small and separate. He created a spin that made him turn around and walk away. Now, I'm a 49-year-old guy. I've done that. Yeah, that's right, his insecurity. He imagined meaning. He imagined that that they were rejecting him. I was looking at it with the eyes of experience, going, go, go, go. Get over there, say hi. They're giggling, and their body language to me is indicating that they're actually interested. They're glad that one of the guys is actually coming over to talk to him and say hello. That's what I'm getting watching it. And he's imagining rejection. And he goes back to his buddies, and that's it. But here's the deal. You're doing this all day long. Okay, you're imagining spin all day long. And when you imagine spin all day long, you're going to get your spin. You see, imagining isn't just about content. Content being the new car, the new wife, the new dog, the new whatever. Imagining is about the flavor that you have in life. This kid's imagining rejection, and so he rejects himself. He doesn't even give the girls a chance. He doesn't even give himself a chance. And so what I want you to do today is to notice the spin that you put on everything. People put spin on stuff all the time. Most conversations that I eavesdrop in and try not to participate in and walk away from are just spin. It's just spin, spin, spin. And it's always spin that makes you hold your breath. And it's always spin that is disempowering. And it's always spin that just takes away from life. So what's the solution? Excuse me. Shh, not that. What's the solution? The solution is not... Come here and say hi, everyone. Oh, there's Emmett. Hello, everyone. So the solution isn't to imagine positive spin. The solution is to stop adding spin in completely. Okay, this isn't what everyone else is teaching. They're all saying, oh, be positive. Oh, yeah, oh, it's not a booger on my finger, it's a... yeah. I don't want you to be negative. I don't want you to be positive. I want you to be present. Because if you're present, you're gonna, you're just gonna have a much better life. And you're gonna discover how to be present and the qualities of presence that you bring to a room. Think about this. We give some people a lot of money to be present in a way that makes us feel good. Think entertainers. There are people that you know that whenever they walk into a room, their presence feels good. Their presence does, not their spin. Okay? We all know people who are negative. We don't like them. We all know people that walk around being positive. We think they're cheesy. But it's the people that are just simply lovingly present. The people that are, in touch to some degree of knowing what I am is consciousness. What I am is one with God. God's at the top of the box. Peace, love, joy, qualities like that. When you start feeling those and realizing, you know what? I can change my world by simply being present more. We're going to begin there. That's where we begin in the course. That's where we keep bringing people back to. Because it doesn't matter if you've got the technique all right. It doesn't matter if you walk around spurting the philosophy. What matters is if you're present with it. How are you present in the world? How are you? How are you present in the world? By the way, my car broke down twice yesterday. Let's keep this really real. I'm taking him to the dog park. My car broke down twice. All right, first time it broke down, I called RACV. It's the same as AAA here in Australia. And eventually they came and the car started. And I said, cool, I'm going to drive home. I made it about 500 meters. The car broke down again. Called RACV again. Got a tow truck eventually, right? And I'm given these massive opportunities to put spin to it, to put negative spin, to put positive spin, or to simply be present with my dog, and to simply be present with what's happening. I met some cool people while I'm sitting there waiting for the tow truck. I had some really good times. And I noticed any old stories. By the way, here's the thing. When an upset shows up like that, you're going to have old stories, ancient programming pop up. Okay? That's when you get to deal with it. By simply being present with anything that pops up, while that potential for an upset is there, I get to deal with that. And if I honestly don't try to spin my way out of it, if I don't buy into the negative story, if I don't try to create a positive story, if I'm simply present and loving with myself, all sorts of stuff just is available. And that's where I want you to play. So if you enjoyed the Periscope, give us a bunch of hearts if you're on Periscope. I don't know how you do that. I think you hit something. Feel free to share this with your friends. Follow us on Twitter. Our Twitter is MR2020. That's MR2020. That's how you know if we're here. And we'll be putting this up on Facebook later on today. And send us your comments, your questions. What would you like us to cover at 2020@xhostage.com. That's 2020 at xhostage, EXHOSTAGE.com. And visit us at freeneville.com. That's where you can find over 800 really cool articles that are good fun, that'll help you change your life, and all sorts of goodies too. And sign up for the email list if you're not on it, because we give away heaps of stuff. So have a wonderful day. That's it. See ya.